Hey, how's it going, guys? So I took some video while I was steering on Sunday, and let's take a look and see what's happening down the middle of the boat. Okay, on the left we have Tammy, right? We talked about your exit, your top hand tends to come into the middle of the boat, right? So try keep it outside a little bit, and that starts with, rotating the inside hip back, right? So from here I can see this. People are going forward. There's a hinge, but there's no rotation, right? Everyone's really square. Same with Chris, right? Chris, you're leaning out to the right, right? You want to try and lean forward, and the only way to lean forward is if the inside hip rotates back, right? But what I like, Chris, is your head, right? It's now straight. Your neck looks straight. Your spine is aligned. Your head's aligned with your spine. And that's what I like to see. All right, so Katrina, right? Katrina, right? No rotation, right? There's no inside hip rotation. You're hinging forward, but what's happening is, you're coming down with the top hand, pulling back with the bottom hand. Inside hip's not doing much, right? Too square on the bench. Mary, you got to choke down on your paddle a little more. Your arm and forearm, look at that angle, is too close. And the reason why you're doing that is because you're trying to keep the paddle straight, right? And as a result, the forearm bends because your inside hip is not rotated back. So your body alignment is not where it can be. Let's look at Randy. All right, Randy, look at your lap. Right, it's close to the middle, which tells me that you're leaning out to the right, right, and your lap is a counterbalance in the middle. Right, I want you to lean forward. Right, remember, guys, we're trying to lean forward. We're not trying to lean out to the left or the right. Right, our weights are on our outside butt cheeks. Right, so we're pivoted on the outside butt cheeks, but you need to lean forward and rotate the inside hip back. Don's got good rotation, right? You look at the lower, at its inside hip area, it's activated, it's moving, it's fluid, right? Keep doing that, Don. Right? Try and increase the range of motion bit by bit, but what's good is that you're initiating the inside hip. Let's see. Right, Randy, also your head, right? Head and spine, I want to see it straight from the back. Right, Chris, right, your exit, right? I need to see you twist the blade out. Right now, you're just cutting out to the side. So keep the blade at your exit closer to the gunnel of the boat. Who's that? Let's see. But it looks good. Right, everyone's moving together. Everyone's celebrating together. Right, Wendy, same thing. Right, top hand is pretty high. Top hand is very high, so you come down really aggressively with the top arm and you drive it down. Right, so remember, guys, we're trying to get away from the top arm drive. Right, the top arm is just there to stabilize and for you to lean on to the paddle. There's no, you don't want to consciously smash it down in the water. Right, it looks all right. I mean, we're moving together, right? But what I want to see more is the inside hip rotating back at the exit. I can see a seat one, Elaine, your lap is right in the middle of the boat, so same thing like Randy, right? I need you to keep it closer to the gunnel of the boat, closer to your left leg, right? You want to lean forward, right? Right now it's acting as a counterbalance. Excuse me. Yeah, but it looks good, guys. Coming along really nicely. So now we're moving on to 500 meter pieces. Right, it's really imperative that you get the inside hips moving, right? Because now we're starting to go into longer distances at a high intensity. Right? You need to get the inside hip rotation. You need to get the inside hip moving, starting at the exit. Right, from your exit, we always do the exit drill. Where we go to exit position, the inside hip has to rotate back. Your outside hip, you're hinging forward, and you're opening up your outside armpit. So there's a lot going on, right? You have to coordinate 3 movements at once, right? You're juggling. It's a juggling act. It's not easy. I will talk more about this in the next practice on Wednesday. But coming along nicely. This is where we want to be. We still have a lot of work to do. There's still a lot of room for improvement. Right, looking good. I like where we're at. So kind of watch yourself. Watch your inside hip. Right, watch what it's doing. Watch what it's not doing actually, and let's try get it moving. Right, you want to make any changes to your movement, to your stroke. It begins at the exit. You got to change from the exit. Right, visualize what you want to do, and then just do it. Play around, right, guys? Have fun. Right, the next couple practices, we want to experiment, moving around. Just play around, right? It's the time to make mistakes. Okay, I'll see you when I see you. I'm out. Bye.